Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, Deadpool and Wolverine's last trailer just dropped before the movie comes out in theaters next weekend, and I cannot wait, ladies and gentlemen. This trailer was insane. It was so good. I cannot tell you how many times we've watched this on my live stream already this morning, over and over again. Everybody out there in the chat was loving this. Everybody was right in their feels. It was giving us everything we wanted. It was practically trying to make a grown men cry, and if nothing else, we were absolutely fangirling over the entire trailer. It is so nice, boys and girls, to talk to you about something that I am excited about, something that we are happy to hear for, and the Deadpool and Wolverine final trailer has revealed absolutely so much. Not only have you probably already heard, and especially by the thumbnail on this, Lady Deadpool has been revealed, confirming so many of the rumors that we had talked about, so many of the rumors that we reported on, but it also confirms so much more, boys and girls, because not only is Lady Deadpool back, but so is X-23, and Lady Deadpool is leading an entire army of Deadpool variants. Yes, Deadpool kills the Marvel Universe absolutely is coming to fruition. All of the rumors, all of the speculations that so many of us out there had for a very long time. Yes, this last trailer is confirming exactly what we'd expected from the beginning. And boys and girls, I am super, super excited to talk to you about this, because as you can see right here from Ryan Reynolds, Deadpool himself's own YouTube account out there, he had just posted this trailer 5 hours ago at the time of this recording, and it already has, ladies and gentlemen, almost 3 million views. It's literally gone up since the time of this recording of this video from 2,777,000 to now 2.8 million. Boom. There's it goes again, ladies and gentlemen. And we're already at 223,000 upvotes to only 1.5 thousand downvotes. Color us shocked there. This movie is going to be an absolute hit at the box office. I cannot wait to go see it next weekend. It's going to be super awesome. It's going to be super excited, and I cannot wait to get into this and break this all down for you guys, because we're going to check out some of the clips from X-23. We're not going to do a full trailer breakdown, because I would literally be here for an hour going over that, but we're going to break down some of the stuff that's been news, some of the stuff that's been confirmed for us, and all that kind of stuff. And we're going to check this out and continue going through some of this trailer to show you off some of the awesome clips, to show you how wonderful Lady Deadpool's walk actually is on here, and of course to show you the epic line from X-23 between Wolverine that will catch you right in the feels, ladies and gentlemen. And if you haven't already seen this, holy cow, you're in for a real treat. But let's check this out. But before we do, if you do enjoy our content, hit that like button, share with all your friends, and subscribe and or follow if you have not already, because we have finally crossed that 800 subscriber and follower mark on Rumble and YouTube both. We're sailing our way towards 900, and I could not do that without every single one of you. Also, leave us a comment down below. Do you believe Marvel is back? Do you believe Deadpool actually will be the Jesus Christ Savior that the MCU currently needs right now? Or do you think this is just going to be a one-hit wonder, and it's only because of Ryan Reynolds? This is going to be absolutely so good and so pleasing to all of the fans out there. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you hadn't already heard, like I said, the trailer was released just 5 hours ago, and one of the biggest takeaways from this, one of the biggest confirmations that we had, is of course none other than all of the other Deadpools coming in here. And this is just an absolutely glorious little scene. Marvel, be good, don't copyright claim us, because this is absolutely epic, and we're out there trying to promote your stuff. So as you can see right here, you've got this lovely little scene right here. It just moves right in. They got the two guns, and then boom, Lady Deadpool. It's only a glimpse of a moment, but you got Wolverine and Deadpool in a bad spot right now, got them all tied up, and Lady Deadpool with the entire army of all of the rest of the Deadpool variants. I mean, we even got the cowboy Deadpool variant over here with the hat. You can't really tell who all of the rest of them will be, but this is something that we'd all been speculating for a while, that we actually thought that maybe this might even be a good idea as a way for Kevin Feige to kind of cleanse the Marvel Universe, the MCU, of some of the stuff, of some of the dead weight, some of the characters that just aren't going over very well, some of the stories and stuff like that. But honestly, it sounds like as of right now, it looks like that is the plan for Secret Wars. Kevin Feige knows that a lot of his stuff isn't selling right now. Some of these series, some of these characters aren't doing so well. So Secret Wars is going to be a great excuse for him to come in and just kind of wipe the slate clean, get rid of a lot of the dead weight, and move on with something very successful. Which, as of right now, considering the fact that this movie looks like it will probably end up being $1 billion movie, if not even more, which I think will be absolutely really cool to see for Ryan Reynolds and especially for Hugh Jackman as well, and probably encourage them both to stick around for even longer than what they had initially planned, because that's one of the things that we heard about this that made me so excited about this movie. All of the press, all of the backstories we've heard behind this. Hugh Jackman was out there admitting the fact that he initially had hung up his cloak after, or he had hung up his claws after the Logan movie, and then literally he said within 10 minutes of watching the first Deadpool movie, he was like, crap, that was a mistake. And like, yeah, so they've been about this. They've been wanting to do this for a while. Hugh Jackman's excited to be back with this, and we're getting to see him in his full costume, the yellow spandex that we had all asked for since the very first X-Men movie when Hugh Jackman donned the claws. Yes, we are finally getting that. And we're also getting Lady Deadpool. And boys and girls, they are not holding back. I mean, look at that outfit. They are not playing around with this. She is sexy. She is beautiful. She is curvaceous. She will probably be deadly as all hell. And I hope they have a voice to match for her as well, because that's one thing we haven't seen yet. We haven't got to see anything spoken from her. But man, look at that suit, ladies and gentlemen. Could you hug those curves any tighter? It is a beautiful and glorious and wonderful thing. And it's so refreshing to see in a modern era where it seems like it is nothing more than the uglification of all of these beautiful and wonderful actresses that we've had out there, and trying to reject any of that kind of nonsense out there. This is the exact kind of palate cleanser. This is the kind of hopium we need out there, ladies and gentlemen, to make the Marvel fans happy again. And that, it seems like, what we're getting. And like I said, I am solely holding Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman responsible for that. I am not going to give Feige any credit whatsoever. This is a Ryan Reynolds production, and that's the only reason I've been excited about this from the beginning. So literally, like I said here, we've got this wonderful X-23. Well, we're going to get to X-23. We've got this wonderful Lady Deadpool right here. We've already seen some of the leaks from some of the toys out there. They've got a great Hugh Jackman action figure, and I'm going to tell you right now, Hasbro and Marvel, listen to me. If you did not make a Lady Deadpool figurine, action figure toy, you have lost your ever-loving minds. And if you haven't done it, you need to get on this right now. Cancel everything else you're doing and get Lady Deadpool's character to the front and center of the production line, because trust me, boys and girls, not only are you going to need a lot of the Deadpool and a lot of the Wolverine characters from this, but you're going to need plenty of Ladypool too. I mean, the franchising with all the merchandising with all of having all of the rest of these Deadpools in here, all of the rest of the Deadpool variants. I mean, who knows? Obviously, we're probably not going to get evil Deadpool in this one, but we already know we're going to get Dogpool. Now we're going to get Ladypool. I mean, I'm excited to see how many of the others that we've seen from the Deadpool Kills the Marvel Universe comic book run to actually end up showing up. I'm excited. It makes me actually want to go back and reread that run now to see exactly, so I can identify each and every one of them as they show up on screen. But seriously, this is something that's really cool, and it is a franchising genius. Trust me, boys and girls, these Marvel toys are not going to end up at Ollie's. I promise you that. And definitely probably going to end up with one of them probably right down here behind the shelf. Come on, give us a Lady Deadpool. But it's not just Lady Deadpool that we have gotten as a reveal from this trailer, boys and girls. Also, X-23, the Wolverine clone is actually coming back as well. And you've got these lovely little clips from, of course, the Logan movie. I love how they mixed a lot of this stuff in here. I love all of Ryan Reynolds' speaking parts during this. He really emotionally appeals to Wolverine, tries to appeal to his emotional side, and it's really, really well done. The trailer, the line in the beginning of the trailer is just absolutely so good. Ryan Reynolds is like, I know I joke around a lot, but I want to do something good. I want to use the fact that I care so much to do something good. And it's just like, yes, he wants to go out there and he just wants to save his friends. He just wants to save his family. And that is something I think any of us can relate to out there. So I just think this thing is going to absolutely knock it out of the park. And here it is, that one moment that defines us. Remember, what was it that they said? We all have a moment that defines us, right? You don't brush your teeth a hero. You don't put your pants on a hero. It's just that one defining moment, that one or two moments that makes you a hero. Well, it looks like not only is Deadpool going to get his, but Wolverine is as well, because this is so good, boys and girls. That defines us. Listen to this. Listen to this.
Whoever you think I am, you got the wrong guy.
And mind you, before she even delivers the line, nice glow up, my dear. From the cute little quirky kid to an absolutely gorgeous and stunning woman. I mean, gorgeous. X-23 looking good right there. Looking good right there.
You got the wrong guy.
You were always the wrong guy. Till you weren't.
I mean, anybody that knows Logan's character at all in any way, shape, or form knows that is so spot on. He's always the one that is the last guy you want to call on, but he's always the one that comes in clutch when you really need him. And that is just like if that does not just whack you right in the feels, especially after seeing the Logan movie, because mind you, this is not the Wolverine from the Logan movie, right? This is another version of it. This is Hugh Jackman back as Wolverine, not from the Logan movies, but from a different version where he actually failed his world right there, right? This is a broken Wolverine. This is a Logan. This is not the strong, powerful, confident, cocky Wolverine that we've all seen. This is a guy who lost his world, who was unable to step up and save and try to save the people that he needed to save. Now he's getting his redemption arc. We're going to get an incredible hero's journey, I believe, in this movie for Hugh Jackman and Wolverine. There's even a line later on in the trailer where you can see that happen, where you can see him finally come into his own and realize, yes, I can be that Wolverine. I can be that guy. I can be that X-Men. And man, it is glorious, and I cannot wait to see its payoff in the movie and just see Wolverine and Hugh Jackman come out there and just, yes, I am. Yes, I can. And it's going to be so good. It's going to be so good. Sorry, I apologize. I'm fanboying just a little bit. Just a little bit. I mean, literally, this is something that I have been wanting since I saw the very first X-Men movie in theaters. When that line from Cyclops to Wolverine where he goes, well, what did you have preferred? Yellow spandex? Yes! Yes! That's exactly what we wanted! That's exactly what we wanted, and we finally get it in this movie, boys and girls. Not only do we finally get that, but we get to see Lady Deadpool and all of the rest of the Deadpool variants on a big screen in IMAX, in HD. It's gonna be glorious, ladies and gentlemen. And then, of course, the return of X-23, looking beautiful and stunning as ever. This is a version of her that I would gladly see carry on in the Marvel Universe, and hopefully if Feige and some of the rest of the guys are smart, they will do that as long as it's done and written well. She is not Wolverine. She is and always will be X-23, the female clone of Wolverine, and honestly, that is more than enough that she ever needs. Give her her own agency, let her be her own thing, stop trying to pass mantles around, and let her stand on her own 2 feet, because she's an engaging and intriguing character that a lot of fans enjoy, especially when she's written well. And at the end of the day, that is always the most important part. I don't ever blame, most of the time, unless these people actually come out and say dumb things, the actors and actresses involved in any of these projects. I blame the writers, the showrunners, the producers, and the executives that are responsible for it. You want somebody to blame for the current state of Marvel, you have no one other than to blame Kevin Feige, all the people that he's hired over the last few years, all the people he's allowed to run these shows and run these movies, and of course, none other than the Walt Disney CEO himself, Bob Iger. Keep this out of the hands. Even the smartest move that Kevin Feige could make, besides what he's doing already, bringing in the Russos back in charge, make Ryan Reynolds your second in command. Now, he's probably too busy of a guy. He would probably never take the job. But just give the keys of the kingdom to Ryan Reynolds and let him run with it. Now, it'd probably end up being kind of interesting. He'd probably end up having to hire a bunch of other people. It's like I said, it's probably not a job he would take. But if nothing else, do this, Kevin Feige. Be smart and never, ever, under any circumstances, intervene with what Ryan Reynolds wants to do in a Deadpool movie. The guy understands the character, the guy understands the audience, he understands the fans, and he understands how to market things. The man is an absolute genius. Don't ever stick your finger in the middle of his business when it comes to it. But honestly, considering what we've heard about the Blade movie and everything else, it definitely sounds like Kevin Feige might, at least to a slight degree, waking up to the fact that he needs to hire people that are much better at this stuff than he is, because he is not a creative. He's a guy who knows how to hire people. And unfortunately, the last couple of years, his hiring practices haven't been very good. So if Feige wants to protect that shiny new Hollywood star that he just got out there and his legacy as supposedly the greatest head of the studio of all time, well, guess what, buddy? You better get smart and let the people that know these characters, love these characters, run with them. Because that's exactly what Deadpool and Wolverine is an example of a movie that is made by fans for fans with $1 million budget. And it is incredible, and it is exciting, and it is true to the characters that we've all known and loved. And having these reveals, having these smart decisions, like bringing in Lady Deadpool, bringing in Dogpool, bringing in the rest of the Pool Army, bringing in the rest of all the bringing in X-23 back, and to be able to give a line like this, to just nail it home and describe Wolverine's character in just a few short lines, that only comes from people who understand the lore, who understand the character and are willing to allow that character to be who they are. That is how you make it successful. That is how Marvel was great once, and that's how you can make Marvel great again. Stop insulting your audiences. Stop doing all of this kind of stuff that is clearly against the lore and disrespects what came before. And that's how you win the fans back. That's how you win your audience back. Deadpool and Wolverine is going to be a $1 billion movie, mark my words. It is also the template for what could potentially save the future of Disney, Marvel, and the entire MCU. The real question is, will they listen? I don't know. There's been a lot of great signs coming from the rumor mill and coming from reliable sources that have been right in the rumor mill time and time again. Deadpool may end up being Marvel's Jesus after all, as long as Kevin Feige's smart about it, and as long as he doesn't keep making the same dumb decisions that he's made time and time again in the past, over and over again. If he does that, if he hires smart people again and lets them do their thing, and doesn't let executives get in the way, then we can make Marvel great again. And this movie right here, this Lady Deadpool that we're going to leave you on screen with, boys and girls, this is how you do it. This is respecting your fans. This is what's respecting your audience, respecting your lore, and respecting everything that came before you. These people get it. The real question is, Kevin Feige, after you see this movie make $1 billion, will you finally get it too?